3 weeks ago, Ian Hayden was injected with one of the first possible vaccines against the novel coronavirus. He runs, takes his temperature several times a day, and he has not gotten sick.
Today, I feel exactly like I did 2 months ago. I have absolutely no symptoms, nothing to report.
Hayden was injected with a vaccine using a new medical technology developed by a company called Moderna, which has never had a drug or vaccine approved for market. The basic technology? Synthesizing messenger RNA, a molecule in a person's body, prompting the body to make its own medicine. In this case, directing living cells to kill off any novel coronavirus. In theory, the science behind the vaccine should work. In reality, no one knows for sure. Moderna's CEO promoted the company's technology and speed at this meeting at the White House March 2nd, which President Trump ran like an episode of Shark Tank.
We want it fast, okay?
Most of the companies were talking vaccines sometime in 2021. When Moderna's CEO, Stefan Bancel, took his turn, he told the president this.
And then it will be a few months to get the human data that will allow us to pick a therapeutic dose to start the phase 2 right away.
So you're talking over the next few months, you think you could have a vaccine?
Correct.
No.
With phase 2.
Yeah. You won't have a vaccine. You'll have a vaccine to go into testing.
Phase 2.
Dr. Anthony Fauci tried to temper the enthusiasm.
I like the sound of a couple of months better, I must be honest.
The next day, the FDA greenlit Moderna's product for a trial, and within weeks, the federal government pledged to give Moderna up to $483 million, more than any other vaccine company. Moderna had an edge over other companies, but Professor Nikolai Petrovsky, who's working with a competitor to Moderna, is just one of the experts who question whether the U.S. government's investment makes sense.
If we want to really have an impact on this pandemic, then we should be using vaccine platforms that have been proved to be safe and effective, rather than an unproven technology.
We have delivered on everything that we have promised.
Dr. Tal Zaks is Moderna's chief medical officer, interviewed via computer from his base in Boston. For the last decade, the company has been trying to use its mRNA technology to cure cancer, restore damaged tissues, even cure heart disease, and develop vaccines.
Moderna has never brought a vaccine to market, never had a drug FDA approved, and skeptics are wondering why your company was able to achieve this contract.
We're a young company with an emerging technology, and for that reason, we have not yet brought anything to full licensure. We have time and again demonstrated clinical results in phase 1 across multiple different vaccine applications.
But vaccine development is tough. Even the lead investigator for Moderna's vaccine trial at Emory University says nothing is certain.
If it's successful, it could allow us to shorten the timeline for developing new vaccines in the future, but it comes with its own challenges.
Dr. Evan Anderson says challenges for this type of vaccine include that it's difficult to store, difficult to mass produce, and no one knows yet whether it's effective. The NIH is testing Moderna's vaccine on humans without waiting for animal trials, a speed that was unheard of before the pandemic.